Hello, people. Nice to see you again. Today, guys, as I said in the group, we're back with the dummy, right? Already have my partner here, and I'm gonna show you once again how to do it, right? But just for a start, so we're clear on this in case you missed the video that I posted last week, right? So what I did, people, is I took 2 cushions, right? And I put here, last week I used a big cushion on top of this. Today I'm using this pad, okay? I decided to use this pad because it's a stronger material, right? But if you guys want to use a big cushion, that's also fine. And if you're thinking, Felipe, but we don't have this pad at home. First of all, for the exercise we're going to do, you don't need it, all right? But if you guys want, you can write Robert, and you can get here in the gym, right? We are lending those stuff to you during this time. So if you guys want this here, because this is a little bit harder, so it emulates a person better. So to do the exercise, we're going to do this better, okay? So again, I open up the jacket, put 2 cushions on the bottom, all right? 1 cushion is already here. Place the other one on top. The pad on top of the cushions. I close the jacket and just put the belt around so you make sure that everything is in place, right? Here. I tie the belt. And we're here, we're good to go. All right, that's already enough to do the exercises we're going to do. So today, people, we're going to do some exercises that we would do with a partner. Okay, I'm going to be doing in the format that we did last week. Okay, because the thing is, the exercise that we're doing in a more intensive way, they are really good to emulate a fight, but if we want to learn the movements, we should do in a slower pace with more time. Okay, so we're gonna focus on the movements today and not so much with speed. So we're going to still do the exercises in 2 minutes each, all right? So you can actually learn. We're going to do 2 exercises alone before for 1 minute, and then the other ones are going to be 2 minutes each. Okay, so people, before we start, let me set the timer. All right. Okay, everyone. Good evening, people. Nice to see you again. Moving the head sideways. Up and down. Circling the head, everyone. Both sides. The other. Hips. Okay, people, to warm up, we're going to do 2 exercises for 1 minute, just so you can loosen up. And those movements are going to be very important for the movements that we're going to do. So first one that we did already many times is the long step, okay, to one side and the other side. What is important here, everyone, is that I don't push my hip forward, all right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the right elbow, bringing my left leg to the opposite direction. Important, people, that I keep my foot and my knee on the floor, all right, and my hip doesn't touch the mat. I'm going to go back and do the same thing to the other side. So sideways, so you can see, I open up the left elbow, right leg to the side, hips stay up, same thing to the other side, the hips stay on top, on my elbow, keeping the position. All right, we're going to do that for 1 minute, guys, just warm up. All right, before we can start, let's go people. 1, 2, just long step. 1 minute, guys. Thirty seconds, everyone. Sideways so you guys can see as well. Okay, everyone, time. Second exercise that we're going to do to warm up, people. I'm going to be in the turtle. I'm going to open my knee and I'm going to push my leg through. All right? Keep in mind, people, that your weight is supposed to be on your elbow. All right? My partner is here. I'm putting the pressure. I'm keeping it in control. I'm going to go back and I'm doing the same to the other side. I open up my knee. My elbow leaves. So as I remove the left elbow, I push the leg through, the right leg one, keeping the weight on my elbow, okay? So once to this side and back to the other side. It's not a problem of bringing the hip down, okay, everyone? But keep the pressure here, all right? Imagine that your opponent is here, and that's where your pressure is supposed to be, coming back. Same thing here, pushing the hip forward, all right? 1 minute, everyone, both sides. Let's go, everyone. Just warm up, okay? Pushing forward. Very important when we're talking about control, everyone. Switching the base. All right, people. So now let's start using our friend here. Okay, a partner. It could be a person as well. Okay, everyone. Someone that you live with, that you can have contact with, and that is okay with having your knee on their bellies. It's also fun. So first exercise we're going to do, people, is switching from one side to the other side, right? What I'm doing here, people, as I need to use my legs, I have to put the weight on my hands. If I try to move my legs right now, in a situation that I'm too low, right, that have a really good base here within your body, I'm not going to be able to do so, right? And we talked about this before. If I need to keep the control of my opponent, it's not about being strong and heavy. I need to be mobile as well. So I'm going to place my hands on the floor. I'm going to bring the other knee, and I'm going to circle my feet to the other side. Okay? What is important for us to keep in mind? I cannot let my feet go close to my partner's legs. So I'm going to, as I place my hands on the floor and the knees on the bed, I'm going to windshield my feet and go to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to show sideways so you can understand what I mean. I'm here. I place the weight on my hands. knees on the belly, my feet really close to my butt. I circle to the other side. Coming back, same thing, hands on the floor, knees on the belly, to the other side. We don't have to do this fast, okay? But as you start getting okay with this exercise, speed up, okay, people? I'm going to put 2 minutes, all right? So we can start. Let's go, everyone. Knee on belly. Let's go, people. Swing it from one side to the other side, everyone. As soon as you get the knee on belly, take the hands out off the mat, okay? Forward so you guys can see. I place my hands, I go to the other side, hands off. Same thing to the other side, boom. One side, the other side, everyone. Keep it up, speeding up, people, if you feel comfortable. One more minute. Sideways again so you guys can see. "30 seconds, everyone. Keep it up. All right. Okay, guys. As we did last week, I'm going to repeat again with the knee on belly, especially where my partner managed to hip skate, okay? If my partner is facing me, going to the other side of the belly is not going to work. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go around the head. So this is how it's going to look like. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to elevate my hip. The higher my hips are, the better I can move. So now what I'm doing is over my knee, I'm going to step next to the hip here, okay? As I get to this point, this knee goes to the belly, right? And I bring the other one up and step back, and I'm on the other side, okay? As I return to the other side, same thing here, people. I step, knee drops, the other one comes up, and I step to the side, okay? So in a faster pace, it's going to look like this. All right, but we don't have to be fast. I want you guys to have a good balance. All right, so I step, I drop the knee, lift the other, step. Foot next to the hip, knee to the belly, the other one up, and I serve. Okay, 1, 2. All right, 2 minutes, everyone. Let's see you guys moving better after this quarantine. Let's go, everyone. One side, the other side, everyone. Keep your balance. Let's go, everyone. Keep it up. One more minute. Whoop. 40 seconds, everyone. What is that? Fine. Breathe, everyone. Drink water. Okay, people. Now from side control. I want to start from this position right here. Okay, I want to have this base going on. Right? What I'm doing is I'm going to circle my partner's head, okay? Because once we're side control, it is important for us to be as far as possible from the legs, right? I want my partner regardless. So I'm going to start from this position, right? What I'm doing now is I'm switching my elbow, turning to the head, going for the north-south. As I'm here, I'm going to cross my elbow here and doing a long step, right? And now I'm back in the same position, but on the other side, right? So what I'm doing now, I'm gonna bring this elbow back. As soon as I bring my elbow back, north-south, right? I cross the elbow and I do a long step, okay? I'm going to do sideways so you guys can see. So I'm starting here, right? I'm gonna go to the north-south. Step with the leg that is up, elbow under my partner's armpit, and I have the north-south. All right, I'm doing a long step now. So I'm crossing the elbow, putting my weight on my partner, long step, okay? Keeping the pressure, keeping the weight on my elbow. Come back, switch, cross, long step again. All right, we're just going to long step from one side to the other side, having this pit stop in the north-south in the meantime. Okay, 2 minutes, everyone. Don't have to be fast. Make sure you're tight. All right, let's go. Stay tight, everyone. Cross your arms. Long step. Slow, people. Long step. Come back. Switch. Elbow. Long step. Forward. So you guys can see it. Let me correct my partner's jacket. Switch, elbow, switch, long step again, back, elbows, elbow under the armpit, long step again. Okay, everyone, make sure you're tight. Make sure you're always crossed over your partner, okay? Doesn't matter what happened, you have to be crossed. 30 seconds, people. Keep it up. Okay, people, time. Drink water, breathe, everyone. Okay, everyone. Another exercise that we saw last week, right, is going from mount to side control. I'm going to start here. On my partner's side, tight. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm going to cross my arm so I can switch my base. Right? Very, very important that my partner doesn't get the underhook. So elbow under the armpit, and I switch my base to the side. Okay, let me do it like this. So I switch the base. Right? I'm going to mount now. So I'm going to bring my leg over all the way to the other side and go here to the mount. I cross my elbow again under the armpit. So when I long step to the side control, I am crossed over my partner. Okay? Elbow under the armpit so my partner doesn't get underhooks. Correct. The base, side control again. Elbow under the armpit, avoiding the underhooks. Switch the base. Bring the leg down. Mount. Elbow under the armpit again. Turn the hip. Long step. And correct the base. Okay, I'm going to show sideways so you guys can see. I'm going to start in the side control, elbow under my partner's armpit, switch the base, mount. Have the mount. Stay heavy with the hip, elbow under the armpit, switch the base, long step. Correct the base again, cross base. Elbow under the armpit, switch the base, I mount. Elbow under the armpit again, always crossing. Long step. And we're back in the first position. Okay? We're going to do this again for 2 minutes, everyone. And then we can move forward. Go, people. Time is running, everyone. Switch the base, hop, switch, elbow under the armpit, long step, cross face, keep it up, everyone. Very important to work on the transitions from top. We don't want to lose positions when we have a good one. Side control, elbow under the armpit, switch, hop, stay in the mount, elbow under the armpit, long step, and back again. Forward so you guys can see. Base, mount, elbow under the armpit, long step, coming back, cross face, that's what we want. Keep it up. 30 seconds. Hey, people, time. Drink water, everyone. And breathe. Okay, everyone. So, next one, what we're going to do is a cartwheel. All right, and it might seem complicated, but it's actually not. What I'm going to emphasize, though, is be careful with your knees. Don't land on your knees, okay, everyone? Even if you were on the mat, don't land on your knees. So what is important for us, guys? Why we do this? Because a lot of the time, we're about to pass someone's guard. The person, boom, hip escapes here. And a lot of the times, it is important to use the cartwheel so it can go straight to my partner's back and have the control. All right, and this is what we're going to do. We don't have to turn the dummy. Okay, we keep the dummy as it is. The exercise that we're going to do is simple. All right, I'm going to be close to the belt area. All right, I'm going to have one arm across, the other one close to my head. So what I'm doing here is I'm bringing my head down and I'm using my toes to lift my hip. Okay, so as I do this, I'm going to go around. You don't have to jump super high. Okay, the higher you get, the better. But I don't know how much space you guys have at home, so be careful. Okay, so I'm going to hop around, landing on my toes, really close to my elbow. Okay, and now I have side control. When I get here, what I'm going to do, I keep my head post and I bring my head in. Okay, same thing. I'm going to lift my hip, staying on my toes. I'm going to hop over, landing on my feet next to my partner. Okay, very important, people, that we turn the hip all the way close to the elbow. I'm going to show sideways so you guys can see what I mean. So I'm going to be trying to get the control. I couldn't. My arm across my partner's hip. I'm going to bring my head next to the hip. I'm going to lift my hip over my toes. I'm going to jump, landing on my toes. Now I have the side control. Got to this point. I switch. Okay? Post, head in, lift the hip, jump, landing on my toes, not on my knees. Okay? So we're going to do that for 2 minutes, everyone. You don't have to jump super fast or super high. I just want you guys to understand the movement. As you get more comfortable, you can jump higher, you can jump faster. All right? But for the moment, let's focus on the movement. Okay? What I want you guys to do is to learn. All right? So 2 minutes, everyone. Again, don't land on your knees, okay? Let's go, people. One more minute, everyone. Keep it up. Forward so you guys can see. Finish that. Okay, everyone, time. Drink water, guys. Breathe. Okay, everyone. Okay, people. From the mount, we're going to do the transition to the S mount again. I'm going to do that because I don't know if it was last Friday. Philip asked a question, and I didn't have enough time to answer it. So I'm going to use this time now. So what Philip was asking is because he feels that, for example, my partner is here, right? As he goes here for the S mount, he misses the elbow and he is no longer able to finish the armbar. And he was asking why this happened. So before we start the movement, people, just make sure that when you move the hip, you don't bring your hip up, okay? You bring your hip forward, all right? You have to be tight. You cannot give your partner space to drive the elbow in, all right? And if possible, if you guys already have the control of the elbow that you're trying to pin, so if you're pinning the elbow down and you just move the hip, then your partner is not gonna have the opportunity of sliding that elbow in. You're gonna have the arm, and you're gonna be able to finish. Okay, so very important to keep that in mind. So what we're doing here, everyone, to get to the S mount, I need to move my legs, so I'm gonna place my weight on my partner. I'm going to take this knee a little bit off the ground, not all the way up, just a bit, and I'm going to slide my knee in front over my partner's head, and I can even close it here with my feet and my knee together. All right? Sideways, 90 degrees to the position that I had before. I'm going to come back, do the same thing to the other side. Put the pressure, lift the knee a little bit, slide the other, have the position, and I can close knee and heel close together. Okay? Sideways so you guys can see what I mean. So, I'm here with my partner, all right? Put the weight, lift the knee, slide the other, bring foot and knee close together. Come back, same thing. Put the weight, lift the knee, slide the other, foot and knee close together. Have a really good position to simply go for the armbar. Okay? 2 minutes, everyone. Last 2 minutes of today. All right, let's exercise for Friday. Let's go, people. Keep it up. Don't have to be fast, but try to do this motion as tight as possible. Okay, everyone? Let's go. Make sure, people, your head and your feet aligned, okay? Pressure from the upper body. One minute, guys. Let me switch the sides so you guys can see as well. Do sideways so you can see. 5 seconds. Fifteen seconds, people. Keep it up. Okay, everyone, time. Drink water, guys, and breathe. All right, everyone. One minute for you guys to ask something. If you have any questions, all right? Take your time, drink water, breathe. Let you guys, if you have any questions, just write on the comments, and I'm gonna try to reply them as soon as possible. Just want to say, people, if you feel that today's training was not so physically challenging as the other ones we did, it's for a reason, okay? We have to keep in mind that the fight that we have when we're training, when we're fighting or whatever, the fight that we're having is the fight for control. If I already control my partner, then what we have is us deciding how the fight is going to be. And our opponent's the one who's supposed to be desperate, trying to get something, trying to move a lot. We're just keeping the weight and moving around, making sure that we're always one step ahead. So this is important, guys, for you guys to understand that once you have a good position, you don't lose it. But at the same time, you don't have to be desperate. Your opponent's supposed to be desperate. You guys stay cool, all right? You guys use your technique, use your control just to move around, and use your opponent's mistakes to improve your own position. And sometimes if you feel that you're going to lose a position, make sure that if you lose the mount, you lose the mount to the side control, all right, and not let your opponent get the guard back. Okay, sometimes you have to take one step back to then do two steps forward. So it's important for you guys to keep that in mind, all right? And this is the thing, try to keep a little bit more quiet because I want you guys to focus on technique today. Mostly not to lose the positions once you have them, okay? So people, since, no worries there. So people, that's it for today. Just to let you know, guys, we're probably having the thing on Sunday where we're going to talk about the fights. All right, so I'm gonna let you know as soon as we have everything fixed. We have to check how those software is gonna work, but our hope is that everything is set. So Friday, Sunday we can meet and chat a little bit. It's going to be a good time. All right, to see you guys again, and we can analyze some fights, talk about them. You guys can ask any questions you want. All right, so it's not yet fixed, but I hope we can have everything solved, and I'm going to be posting about it tomorrow if everything works out. All right, people, thank you very much for today. Hope you guys are healthy or okay. All right, stay motivated, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Great job. Bye-bye.